So what's up, everybody? We're back at it again here for another judo analysis breakdown. And today we are fortunate enough to have Christian send us a video. He is from the West Coast, so he's out in the Washington area fighting at a tournament that I actually used to fight at when I was up and coming, because I'm actually from the Washington area. So props to you for fighting in these events. But here's what he had to say when he sent me his email. He's an American player studying in Vancouver. From his last tournament at the Continental Crown. Great. He's fighting 90 kilos, and it's against a player he's fought a lot throughout the year. He said his best combination is left on right Kouchi to Sumi, which is a great combination left on right, so I'm glad for that. He does some Katagurumas and Osotos, but he's not a big Koshi Waza or Seo guy. So that's pretty much all I know about him, and let's get into his match here. Let's see what we got. Let's pull it up, and here it is. He's here in blue, walking out against what looked like Czech, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't quite see the back patch, but here we go. Don't bend. Stand up. Okay, so normally speaking, just normally, your first exchange, you're always allowed to screw up, okay? Because your opponent can throw something at you that you're not really aware of, right? But as you compete and as you build your database of knowledge, you should be able to make improvements and be able to remember previous matches and previous opponents, and even just a broad spectrum of like, oh, he's a righty that fights with a high hand. Oh, he's a lefty that likes Uchimata. Oh, he only does backwards throws. Oh, he only does counters. Like those types of things. Even that would be super helpful. And that's my problem right here at the very start, is because you told me that you've competed against this guy a lot. But based on the first exchange, it doesn't look like that, because you walk out there completely bent over, and the guy just kind of like, you guys just throw it out there, and you actually go right-handed, which is even more confusing. I'm going to pull up your text really quick just to make sure I didn't read it improperly. Best combination is left on right. I assume when I read that you're a lefty, so maybe you're a righty? Maybe I just misinterpreted that and you're actually a righty. But let's play this video and see what happens. But that should never happen. But then you switch to a left belt grip. So now I'm just, yeah, you are a lefty. So what were you doing in the first exchange as a righty? Did you have like some kind of like thing set up in your head where it's like, okay, I fought this guy a lot, and I'm gonna go high right, because then when he takes it off, I can go left ogoshi maybe? You wouldn't be the first players to actually try it or pull it off. I would just, if you're fighting somebody consistently, just try to remove their tools before getting tricky. You know, tricks usually work, you know, towards the end of the match, or like 3/4 of the way through the match. There's the Sumi. And there's the Ashigarami. He does jiu-jitsu. Didn't mention that though. Okay, now we're righty again. Oh. Why would we be right? Why are you grabbing his neck as a righty to fight him left-handed? Okay, let's back this up a second. Because this isn't a very long match, so I wanna talk about some of the details. Step number one, when you hit the ground, offense. Offense, offense, offense. Do not just sit there and let people, tee off, so to speak, on their different types of techniques. It doesn't work that way. And if we back this up here, like right here in particular, like, why don't you just stand up? Just take that left leg, right? If we get some arrows here, like just take this left leg here and just stand up. And then you're done. Like why even let this guy start settling with all his grips? Because he's not doing anything to keep you on the floor. You're essentially just waiting for the ref to stop it. And that's like just a wrong mentality to have in general. And we've always preached just offense, offense. Get on people, get on them, burn their lungs early. Another thing I noticed here, like right here, you should just shoot a double. Just take that right hand, wrap it around his leg, and blast him and drive him out of bounds so that he can't finish these techniques. And then we pull guard right here. Just the Newaza person in me just is like, you're out. Because this hand right here on his leg, if you just keep rolling to your stomach, he'll be forced to go forward because that knee right there will have to touch the mat, and you can pop your head out the back door and either get on top or just get back up to your feet in general. And then if we keep going here, again right here, guys, you're doing judo. This isn't jujitsu. This isn't time to start playing from half guard and do certain things. Like belly out, wait it out, fight it off. Don't go from, oh, this guy's trying to win on top to, I better reverse this and win. Like, stop the bleeding first. I think too many people go to jiu-jitsu schools and think, oh, I got a little bit of jiu-jitsu, I can change this. And all you're really doing is taking away from the clock in order to come back and beat this person on the feet. And whether you win or lose, it's irrelevant. It's just how the matches should be fought to get the best overall result over an extended period of time. Because what you really want to do when you're a competitor is build consistency, not a flashy one-hit move. And the fact that we kind of hung out there just allowed this to happen. Like, your leg's not triangling his legs right there and locking it in place and going for his back and trying to choke him. Just shows you're trying to progress through it instead of stopping it altogether. Huh? Where did you grab his leg? Where on earth did the refs come up with that one? Where, like, your hands are nowhere, like you're holding on to the gi jacket the whole time. I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. I mean, I guess it is what it is, but all right, here we go. I liked the idea that you were gonna come over the top and hit that fireman's. I like it, but you gotta hold on to the gi. It's not a hook. Grab the gi jacket. Back this up a second here. Back it up a little bit more. Like right here, I can see that hand is just kind of hanging out right here, and when you go to turn, like, you're not holding anything. Take that hand, wrap it over, and grab like the flappy part of the gi right here or down here by the ribs. Don't grab it on the back. Come into that arm and grab that tricep so you can lock it into your neck and really finish that throw. You can't back this up again. Okay. Right here, you look great. Your left hand is inside. You're kind of fighting for the sleeves. Your posture is up nice and tall. It looks perfect. No issues at all. But we tend to go down this rabbit hole of like, I don't know if you're nervous, if you're afraid. A lot of novice people are, and they think that by grabbing the hip and backing their hips up, it makes it harder to be thrown, but it doesn't. It actually helps Tori to throw, and it makes it so much easier to throw people who are like that. And especially in a competition scenario, because even if he doesn't throw you, it looks bad, and I want to give you a Shido from here. Like I just want to give you one. And the number one thing that you could take away from this match right here is just understand that if you just stay in good position, you can't be thrown. It's being in good position. It's having your chest turned at the right angle. It's having your hands in the proper location at all times so that they can't score. Even if you're not able to create offense, at least you can't be thrown. And we kind of abandon that here. And that hand starts posting down here by the hip. You're going to get thrown fireman's right there, aren't you? Yeah. But it happens because this hand back here in this corner, right? This hand here, why is it around his waist? Like where are you can't throw from there. And it's such an important just kind of mindset and philosophy to just keep in mind is, can I throw from here? Not is this stopping me from being thrown, but can I actually throw from here? Do I have any offense from this position that consistently gets me scores or consistently knocks people to the ground? If the answer is yes, use it. If the answer is no, you should never be there. You should be thinking offense, 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 especially as you're developing as a young athlete. And I feel like we fell short here because we didn't keep that left hand high and we didn't keep our posture up that said, hey, I believe in my judo, like bring it. Like you can try to throw me, but I'm ready to counter and I'm in good position and I feel confident. Instead, we kind of broke and we hung out with that one hand and that fireman's is coming. Yeah. And the difference between his and yours, if we back this up, I can do this nice and slow. He's actually able, this one, yeah. This hand is actually grabbing that gi. And that's what I meant by like coming down to this like lat area, because then you can cinch it and you can sit through on your throws. And he was able to do that. And yeah. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't necessarily think it's your judo is bad. I think how you apply your judo could use a lot of work. You know, making sure you are able to stand up and you feel comfortable and confident in having people try to throw you without being in bad position to play defense. Right? You should always be in a position to throw. You shouldn't be forced to see an opportunity and then move into position to capitalize on it. You should always be in a position to capitalize on it. And then right when you see it, you can pull the trigger. And I think a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to be defensive. Okay, I'm going to be offensive. But wait, I'm going to be defensive because I'm not winning. But then I have to be offensive. And once you've played defense, by the time you get to offense, that other person is playing some sort of defense that's going to prevent you from being thrown. And when you go against high-level people, they can look offensive while playing defense. I'm very good at that. I can stand up and I can play people without doing anything. I could leave my hands up here and say, okay, take whatever grip you want. You're still not going to throw me because I know how to just turn my body enough so that you can't throw me in either direction, but you also can't get close because I know where to put my hands, and it only comes through reps. And I think it's something you could really learn to develop, because if you stayed left-sided and you kept your hands in good position and you stayed up, I don't think that guy throws you. And I think the more you're pumping those Uchimatas and those Osotos, right, even though it's not your main throw, it'll set up that Ko-Uchi to Sumi because they're going to react to the Uchimata. When you can get them to react to the Uchimata, it'll open up the other directions for you. And I just think that that's somewhere where you could fill a lot of holes rather than trying to fix the judo you already have. I think you should plug some of those bigger holes in. But there you guys have it. I can't thank you enough for sending it in, Christian. It was a pleasure just to even see some of the old competitions that I used to compete at, right? Like I could hear Rod in the background coaching his athlete, and I know him. I grew up because we're from the same area. So it's good to just kind of almost reminisce for me. But I hope you guys found that helpful. It was definitely a shorter clip. There wasn't too much going on, but they're very important lessons that I think a lot of you could benefit from just in your own training, and being able to add different things to your training to really improve, because they're not really techniques. They're more of just philosophy and positioning and hand placement stuff that doesn't usually get taught when you start talking about the development part of judo. And it's something that you could really see in this match, and I hope you guys are all able to pull something away from it and learn from it. So thank you guys, and thank you for watching till the end here. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out here. And leave your comments in the section below, because I really like hearing from you guys, and good, bad, or indifferent, let me know below, because your feedback is what really makes this channel improve and grow, and I really want to be able to provide the content that you guys like to see. So thank you guys, and until next time.